Hey guys, this is Monster Drink Fan 605 here, back with another video. And today I want to talk about a topic, and today's topic is Asperger syndrome. And for most of you that don't know what Asperger syndrome is, it's a form of autism. It's a lot of people that have been going through. I have a friend at school who has it, and he flipped down a locker area somewhere. He kicked the vent from the door in the cafeteria, and he ripped a Santa Claus thing off the door. And mostly I'm not kind of like one of those people. Well, I do have a lot of meltdowns, but I'll get to that later. So I want to talk about some of the signs of Asperger syndrome. So let me talk about this one sign of Asperger syndrome, because I do have Asperger syndrome myself, and I have been dealing with it since when I was born. And but Asperger syndrome, it's just the thing that people have. It's just a form of autism. It's not really that bad though, like bipolar disorder or manic depression or something like that. So one of the main signs of Asperger syndrome is avoiding contact with people. There has been multiple things with me not being able to contact with people that much. Mostly is probably because I I got other better things to do besides the things that other people do. And another sign of Asperger syndrome is when you stutter too much. In some of my videos, I stutter so many times and I complained about it. There's multiple times that I have stuttered so many times and I cannot control that. And I might probably do that in this video, but I'm not sure. But let me get a drink here, guys. So, yeah, stuttering is one of the things that I go through sometimes. I think I could have went through that when I was young, but it could be, And one of the other signs that I might have that could be coming from Asperger syndrome is not sleeping that much, not getting the much energy as you always needed, like other people would have. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who went through a lot of sleeping problems, like not being able to sleep early, or not being able to sleep early enough for you to wake up in the morning early for school, your papers, or anything like that. I went through that a lot, and I had to take a leave PM to make me fall asleep early. Also, one of the other signs of Asperger syndrome could be being afraid to jump off of high places, being afraid of heights. Say if you're too afraid to ride down a ramp with a bicycle, or if you're too afraid to ride a snowboard, or you're too afraid to ride a skateboard down a ramp, or anything like that, or jumping off of a high place into a pool of water or something like that. That could be one of the signs of Asperger syndrome, is because it's a form of autism. I'm pretty sure the other form of autism is kind of like that. Somebody's afraid to jump off of things that they're probably it's because they're too afraid to get hurt or something like that. So, also, many other signs of Asperger syndrome is when you don't focus, you're completely zoned out, you're zoned out of the situation you're supposed to be doing, you struggle to do your work, or if you have trouble concentrating what you're supposed to do, or concentrating on how other people are speaking, something like that. Excuse me, guys. Gotta do something here. Okay. So let me think of another sign of Asperger syndrome. Let's say, there's multiple things with me, like playing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, say, like, if you keep on watching the TV every day, or you're doing the exactly same activity, or if you're avoiding another activity, which you used to be doing, like, for some reason, like, you just completely got out of that activity and you moved on to something else. That could be one of the other signs of Asperger syndrome. So, one of the, those are most of the signs of Asperger syndrome that you could be aware of. There's another one where you can have, like, meltdowns, like, say, like, if you flipped out over your MP3, like I did a few days ago. Now, there was a few days ago where I flipped out over my MP3. It's because I thought I lost my MP3. It's because I don't know, like, it had multiple songs on there. That's why I was mad, though. It's because it took me a lot of work to put all those songs on there, and I don't want to go back and put most of those songs on a new MP3. Those are one of the biggest signs of Asperger syndrome, like when you completely have a bigger meltdown, like if you're having a major issue, or if you're going through a big crisis with something, like if you're having trouble with something, and it's not working the way you want it to go. Those are one of the biggest signs of Asperger syndrome. Trust me. Another sign of autism, well, Asperger syndrome, is when you forget something most of the time. Like if you plan to do something, but then later on you forget to do it. Like, you completely forgot, like, it got out of your head, like, you completely forgot, like, those could be signs of Alzheimer. I think that's how you call it, Alzheimer, I think. It mostly is common with people that are elderly, like in their elderly age. People could have Alzheimer. It could be possible with younger people, too. So, yeah, those are most of the signs of Asperger syndrome. I'm trying to think of other ones here. Give me a while to think here. You can skip ahead to see if I'll think of another sign of Asperger syndrome. Multiple other signs of Asperger syndrome is like when you're wearing the exactly same clothing like you always wear. Like, say, like, if I keep on wearing this hat, or if I keep wearing these glasses, or if I keep on wearing this shirt, or this hoodie. Those are one of the biggest signs of Asperger syndrome, too. Like, if you wear the exactly same clothing. Also, another sign is, like, whenever you, like, say, like, you listen to the exactly same music. Like, most of the music I listen to is heavy metal. I do like country, like, my friend likes country, too. Like, he thinks I like country. I do. But not as much as he does. Also, another sign is, like, you have the biggest change in eating habits. Like, say, like, if you've been eating hot wings for a while and you haven't eaten hot wings in, like, forever, that could be one of the biggest signs of Asperger syndrome. That could be, because I don't know, like, I'm just showing you guys signs of what I think that could be possible with Asperger syndrome. Also, let me think of another one. Also, like, when you get older, like when you used to be young, though, like, you never had any common sense at all. Like, but whenever you got older, you start to have common sense now, since you understand completely everything now. Like Like, you completely understand to do something that's right now. Like, say, like, you know how to take care of people right. And, you know how to help people right. And you know how to treat people right. Most of those signs could be, compared to Asperger syndrome. And, I think that's pretty much it, though. Most of the signs I think that could be connectable to Asperger syndrome. Now, the reason why I'm giving these signs here is because I do have these signs before. I did had a few meltdowns. I did had multiple signs of me. Also, here's another one. Actually, there's another one. Like, say, like, if you, what the fuck was it again? Shit. Oh, yeah, oh, wait, I already gave you that one. Trying to think here, guys. Let's say, like, okay, sometimes people with Asperger syndrome could make mistakes. Like, say, like, if you accidentally or purposely did something in your life that you did not know better of, like, say, like, you did something a long time ago that wasn't right, that was too risky, and you did not know better. It's because, you were young back then. And also, plus, you can make those mistakes in the future, too. Like you will have trouble doing something that is right. Like, like, you're having trouble, like, avoiding doing something that's too risky. Like, say, like, if you, spend too much money off of your mom's credit card, or if you drove your dad's car and you didn't know better, it's because you don't have your driver's license yet and you did that. Those could be one of the signs of Asperger syndrome. Also, another sign of Asperger syndrome is, like, mostly people with Asperger syndrome could get upset because they felt offended by something, like, say, like, about their disability. Like, Asperger syndrome is a disability. It's a learning disability. Like, say, like, if you've been made fun of for being too afraid to jump off of things, or if you're too afraid, if you've been made fun of for not getting something right on an answer, and you get completely angry or upset. Like, there's been multiple times that I got completely upset about something that somebody had said to me. Like, say, like, okay, you guys know my lazy eye right here? I got made fun of for that a bunch of times. And apparently my sister and my parents have got completely angry with people that made fun of my lazy eye or autism. Is because, the reason why they do it is because they're just assholes. Like, they got nothing better to do but make fun of somebody. They do it is because it makes them feel good about themselves. They feel powerful. And that's pretty much, like, they'll start getting angry. They'll throw chairs. They'll throw books. They'll yell at people. Never say anything like them. Never say anything about me like that again. Like, they'll get completely angry. Either the other person will get upset is because they just been yelled at, or they'll get angry. Is because they'll be like, really, man? You don't have to yell at me like that. Like, I yelled at somebody like that before for doing that one time. But here's the thing, I don't like people being assholes. Like, my friend, made fun of the way how I was trying to throw the football. Like, I was, playing football with my friend Elijah, and when I threw the football, it looked like I was doing a kangaroo jump. And apparently he made fun of me for that, though. So, and he kept on doing it, and I just told him if he did it again, I would go home. And he just got bright red, like he was angry, like he was completely pissed off. And then so he like walked off, and like he went off to the pavilion, like and he said, "Okay, you know what, actually I had enough. I think Scotty had had enough. I'm just gonna go sit down and relax." And he was like shaking his hand like this, is because he was angry. Like he was completely like shaking, like because he was angry. And he was lighting up a cigarette. He was trying to calm himself down with a cigarette. It's because, you know how most people, like, when they smoke, like, they try to calm themselves down by smoking a cigarette. It's because they felt, like, verbally attacked. Well, here's the thing, like, you don't say that with people with Asperger's syndrome or lazy eye or whatever. It's because that will get you in deeper shit. You could probably get yelled at by the person's parents. I have a protective dad, and a protective sister, and a protective mom. And apparently, that's how, like... Also, here's another sign, like, when you lose, contact with something, like when you lose track. Well... That's something I just brought up a while ago about losing concentration. Like, say like you're not paying attention to what the person is saying, like you lose contact with the person, and you completely lost track. So that could be another sign of Asperger's syndrome. So once you know these signs of Asperger's syndrome, you'll know how to help the person, on how to make the person better, and how to know how to do these things better so they don't have to go through this all the time. I never took any prescription medication for my Asperger's syndrome, but I'm pretty sure that multiple people have probably did. Mostly with my Asperger's syndrome, I mostly what was it? I forgot. I lost track again. See, there's a sign right there of Asperger's syndrome, like I just lost track. What was it? Oh yeah, about the prescription medication. Most people had taken prescription medication for their Asperger's syndrome is because, probably most of the people that have Asperger's syndrome probably had these meltdowns. Like, I had multiple of them. Like, I'm kind of smart, but the thing is, like, I will have trouble losing my temper. Like, I don't know how to control my temper sometimes. Like, my parents had tried to calm me down. Like, when I lose my temper. Like, when you lose your temper, like, it completely makes the other person upset. And they don't know what to do to make it stop. Because if they just, like, tell the person to knock it off in a really mean way, that's just going to make it worse. So if you want it to stop, though, you have to ask them, please calm down, buddy, don't get upset. Like, if you say that in a very nice way, the person might probably stop. And, and try to figure out a way how to get the person to calm down and fix the problem. Those are one of the signs of Asperger's syndrome. But I never took any prescription medication for my autism or my Asperger's syndrome. I do have to take medication for my sleeping issues. Because whenever I go to bed, though, I don't feel tired. I have to stay up all night. But once I take these prescription medication, it will help me sleep, and it will help me get up early enough for school. And I don't have to worry about staying up all night and playing the Xbox or snowboard or watch TV or go on the computer or something like that. Because I did that a lot, though. I played on the Xbox, I went snowboarding, and I do know how to snowboard now. I just need to know my balance, though. But if you're someone who's going through Asperger syndrome, if you know somebody who's going through Asperger syndrome, just try to figure out a way how to calm yourself down from situations, or ask your doctor if you can have prescription medication for your problem. Ask a teacher at your school if they can help you with this, and I'm pretty sure they can help you, and they'll try to figure out a way how to make the problem stop. I'm pretty sure anybody can help you with your problem. Or ask a person if they have Asperger syndrome, and ask them if they can take prescription medication for their problem, or if they can get help from their parents, or anything like that. So, well, anyways, this has been Signs of Asperger Syndrome. I hope you really enjoyed this video. This video is completely straight and no stuttering, so I had to keep this straight. It's because it's a very serious situation I just wanted to talk about. It's because I do go through this a lot in my life, and I tried to figure out ways on how to make it stop, and couldn't figure anything out, but I'm pretty sure you can figure something out, guys, and I'm pretty sure this video will help you, help the person that has Asperger syndrome, or help yourself if you have Asperger syndrome. Well, see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys later.